We need to know who these companies are that are going to be selling this lab-grown meat, okay? So the companies that are going to be selling the lab-grown meat, you have two major companies that are going to be selling this lab-grown meat, which is Upside Foods. Of course, that's Bill Gates. As we know, recently Bill Gates has bought a lot of farmland. He has actually the most farmland right now of anyone in the United States because he wants to sell his fruits and vegetables. But you better know to stay away from those fruits and vegetables because you already know they're going to be genetically modified. So that's why I want you to be aware of Upside Foods and Upseed. So when you go to buy your vegetables, make sure to look at the label and what label is on there because they'll try to sneak it in on you. But we're going to keep you up to date, okay? So two major companies, you have Upside Foods and you have Good Meat. Oh, the irony of that name, Good Meat. Okay, so they said on Wednesday they have received final U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, approval to sell lab-grown meat, paving the way for the nation's first ever sales of the product. So they say. So companies like Tyson, JBS, and Cargill have also invested in lab-grown meat companies, with JBS acquiring Spain-based startup Biotech Foods and Cargill investing in Memphis Meats and Aleph Farms, okay? So I'm going to say those names again because it's very important, especially when I started off with Tyson, because Tyson is in every grocery store you've ever been in. Now, I stopped eating Tyson a long time ago, so I don't eat Tyson at all. But for those of you who do, Tyson is one of those people that have invested in the lab-grown meat. Now, if Tyson has invested in the lab-grown meat, they didn't invest in it to expect not to make money. They invested in it because they expect for people to be eating it, their customers to be eating it. So people that eat Tyson meats, just please be aware, momentarily, you all are going to be eating lab-grown meat, okay? JBS and Cargill, okay? So just pay attention when you purchase your meat, where it's coming from, look at the labels, look at the packages. If you have to call someone, make a phone call because this is real life at this point and we all need to be aware that this is happening. It also says that KFC, pay attention, has partnered with 3D bioprinting solutions to create a chicken nugget that will mimic the taste and appearance of its original nuggets at a fraction of the environmental cost. Now, as we have seen in the videos that we just watched, they're not saving the environment. As a matter of fact, the emissions that they're putting out there is worse than the animal emissions that are already being, created by real animals. Oh, wow. So again, that's a big deal. So for all of you KFC eaters, keep that in mind the next time you're getting ready to buy some KFC. And that's really upsetting for me because I don't really eat KFC chicken, but I do like the pot pies. I love the pot pies. They're so good. But I'm not going to eat them anymore because the chicken that's going to be in there is going to be the 3D lab-grown meat. So again, these places like KFC did not invest into this 3D lab meat in order not to make money. They plan on making their money back. So they're going to be using this lab-grown meat. Let's get into some more of the companies that are actually going to be selling this meat.